Our Lady of Guadalupe, Mother of the Americas. The apparition of Our Lady of Guadalupe. Our Lady of Guadalupe appeared in December 1531 on top of Mount Tepeyac, located in present-day Mexico City. The historical context is important. The region had recently been conquered by the Spanish, and tensions between the European conquerors and the indigenous peoples were intense. In the midst of the scenario, a humble indigenous peasant named Juan Diego Cuauhtlacotzin, who had converted to Christianity a few years earlier, became the protagonist of one of the most extraordinary stories of faith in the Catholic Church. On December 9, 1531, while walking to attend Mass, Juan Diego heard heavenly music and saw a bright light at the top of the hill. There, Our Lady appeared to him for the first time, introducing herself as the ever-Virgin Mary, Mother of the True God. She asked Juan Diego to go to the local bishop and request that a shrine be built in her honor on that site. Juan Diego obeyed, but, as expected, the bishop did not believe him right away. In the following days, Our Lady appeared again, encouraging Juan Diego and instructing him to insist on his request. To convince the bishop, she performed a miracle that would forever change the history of Marian devotion, the miracle of the roses and the mantle of Guadalupe. On December 12, 1531, Our Lady asked Juan Diego to climb to the top of the hill and gather flowers. Despite the fact that it was winter and the terrain was arid, he found beautiful Castilian roses in bloom. Obeying the Virgin's request, Juan Diego gathered the flowers in his mantle, or tilma as it was called, and took them to the bishop. When he opened the mantle before the bishop, a second miracle occurred. In addition to the out-of-season flowers, the image of Our Lady of Guadalupe appeared imprinted on the tilma, exactly as she had revealed herself to Juan Diego. The bishop, moved, recognized the miracle, and ordered the immediate construction of the sanctuary on Mount Tepeyac. The image of Our Lady of Guadalupe. The image of Our Lady of Guadalupe that was imprinted on Juan Diego's tilma is one of the greatest mysteries in religious history. Scientists and scholars have investigated the tilma for centuries, without being able to explain how the image was formed or how it remains preserved to this day, more than 490 years later. Envier feedback. Peines lateres. Historico. Salvas. The image is full of symbolism that speaks directly to indigenous peoples. The Virgin's dark skin reflects the physical characteristics of the native peoples, showing that she is a mother to all peoples. The blue cloak with golden stars represents the sky and divinity. The moon beneath her feet and the sun behind her are important astral symbols in Mesoamerican cultures, indicating that she is greater than the gods worshipped by the indigenous peoples. The black ribbon around her waist suggests pregnancy, indicating that she carries Jesus Christ in her womb. The flowers on her tunic, especially the four-petaled flower in the center, symbolize life and divine presence. The impact of devotion. The apparition of Our Lady of Guadalupe had a profound impact on the history of Latin America. In a time of conflict and tension between Europeans and indigenous peoples, her message brought unity, mass conversion to Christianity, and hope to oppressed peoples. Millions of indigenous people converted to Christianity in the years following the apparition, making the Catholic faith one of the cultural pillars of the region. To this day, Our Lady of Guadalupe is a symbol of identity and resistance for the Latin American peoples. The Sanctuary of Guadalupe, the original sanctuary, built on Mount Tepeyac, became too small for the growing devotion. As a result, in 1976, the new Basilica of Our Lady of Guadalupe was inaugurated, which is now one of the most visited pilgrimage destinations in the world. Millions of pilgrims from all over the world visit the Basilica every year, especially on December 12th, the feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe. In the Basilica, Juan Diego's original tilma is displayed on a special altar, protected by bulletproof glass, but perfectly visible to the faithful. Many report experiences of grace, miracles, and spiritual comfort when visiting the site. Our Lady of Guadalupe today. Our Lady of Guadalupe is considered the patron saint of the Americas, a title granted by Pope Pius XII in 1945. In 1999, Pope John Paul II, a great devotee of Guadalupe, declared her patroness of life and instituted December 12th as a liturgical feast day throughout the Americas. In addition, her image has become a symbol of unity, not only among Catholics, but also among cultures. Her presence transcends borders, inspiring hope and faith in times of difficulty. Our Lady of Guadalupe is much more than a Marian apparition. She is a living sign of God's love for all humanity. Her message of peace, unity, and hope continues to echo through the centuries, touching the hearts of millions of people around the world.